turn to page 410?
Yes.
Okay. So the learning target today is to identify and use different map features. What did we do last time? Do we remember?
I remember.
Go ahead.
We made this thing that showed us all the kinds of maps.
We did do that. We learned what maps were. So now we're going to learn how and what maps are used for. So my expectations are for you guys to follow along, to participate, and to stay on task. Can we do that?
Yes.
No, I can't.
Sounds good to me. Okay, so it says, find your way. Knowing which direction on a map points north lets you see the map and find your way. A compass rose shows cardinal directions, north, south, east, and west. So I'm gonna draw that on the board. How about that?
That one doesn't work.
This one doesn't? Let's try it out.
Maybe it does. I'll get mine. Yeah. Here.
Joel, stop it. Joel, please stop.
Thank you. All right. What goes on top of a compass? Do we know?
No.
On top of a compass
North.
is north, and that's represented with an N. N for north.
Come on.
What about at the bottom? Do we know?
South.
South, and that's what should I put there?
An
An
S.
S.
I know it's wrong.
How about right here?
West.
Very good, you guys.
I know
What's
it's
up?
wrong. I know it's wrong.
And the other side is east.
East. Very
Okay.
good.
And there's southwest, north.
Yep. Yep. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in a second. So moving along here. Yes. Yes.
My mom taught me how to put north, east, south, and west together. Never eat shredded.
That is a good way to remember it. Yep.
How we taught in our old school was never eat soggy milk.
That is how I learned it too when I was younger.
Wait, how?
Never eat
Never eat soggy
sauce.
waffles.
Yes.
No,
Okay, all right, let's follow along with me. So often the cardinal directions are identified as, on the compass rose as N, S, E, and W as we identified. So the points shown between directions are also called intercardinal directions. For example, the mark between north and west would be
north, east, west.
between north and west.
It would be northwest. No,
Northwest.
Northwest.
Yes.
Between north and east.
Northeast.
North, any.
And then west and south would be southwest.
Between south and east would be
Southeast.
southeast.
W is W.
And between
Southwest.
west and south.
West, south.
Southwest.
Yeah, there.
Southwest. Very good. Okay. So on question number 8, it says, in what direction must you move from the intersection of Pennsylvania Avenue and 6th Street to get to the U.S. Capitol building? So what do we have to do first?
You gotta find it.
We have to find the point. So first we need to find
Wait,
Pennsylvania Avenue.
where are we going?
Found it.
Where do you need to go to get to? Where are we going to?
On the map, find Pencil. Yep. And you're finding the intersection, and that's when those two cross.
Oh,
So, is everyone point to that intersection? I want to make sure we all know what we're talking about.
I think this is where it is.
Right here.
know though.
Let's see. Point to the intersection,
Oh, right there.
Pennsylvania and 6th Street.
I know.
Good. Where do we see it here? Find Pennsylvania Ave, and then 6th Street. The intersection. Good. It's also there, but that's the intersection. Right there. Let's see it. Where's the point? Where's the point? Good.
What do you want me?
Find Pennsylvania. Avenue. And then go to 6th Street, right there. That's the intersection. You find it? Do you find Pennsylvania Avenue? Oh, it's right there, that's the point. So does everyone have their finger on that intersection?
Yes.
Good. I'm gonna check over here, make sure we have it over here. Yep. Where's the intersection? Okay. So then it says, so let's read the question again. In what direction must you move from the intersection of Pennsylvania Avenue and South Street, so the point you're pointing on, to get to the U.S. Capitol building? What do we think? Southeast. And why do you think that? Because let's show it on here. Is the Capitol building over here?
No.
Is it up here?
No.
It's
Right there. Yeah.
yes. So go ahead and circle D. Yep. All right. Question number 9 says, starting at the Hirshhorn Museum, travel east along Jefferson Drive, turn north on South Street, and look to the east. What do you see? So what do we have to first do? What do we have to first find?
Jefferson Drive.
It says starting at the Hirshhorn Museum. So everyone point to the Hirshhorn Museum.
Right there.
Okay, where is the museum? Good. 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 All right, looks like we all have it.
Yeah. I don't know where it is.
Okay. So now it says, what's the next thing we need to find out? It says travel east along Jefferson Drive. So take your finger and go east and travel east on Jefferson Drive. Okay, so are we traveling east on Jefferson Drive? And then turn north on 3rd Street. And look to the east. What do you see?
A loop-de-loop. Yeah.
What do you see?
It's like
So you travel and you turn north. What's
the capital.
yep?
Capital. Capital Delivery, like Capital 54.
Does everyone have an answer?
Yeah.
What is it? What do we think?
D.
Very good. Exactly. Go ahead and circle D.
Again?
Yep.
No, look.
We're talking about the second.
You might be lucky.
All right. An important part of any map is the key. Who's heard of a map key before?
I have.
Okay. So it is a tool to unlock what the map shows. The key explains the meaning of the map symbols, colors, and lines. On the map to the right, point to the key on the map. So on page 411, I want you to point to the key on that map. Where is the key on this map? Yep. Point to the key. I want to make sure everyone knows on this map where is the key. On the top or on the top hand side. Where is the key?
Right here.
This is the key. It's the white box, right?
Yeah.
I need help. I don't know.
Thank you for asking.
I don't know where it is.
So on this map,
Oh, I know.
this is the key. Right there. So what does that key tell us?
That where the state capital is, the city, the mountain, the river, and the lake.
Very good. Yep.
Oh,
Yes.
I know what number 10 is.
Okay, so it says, why is a map important? Well, we just said that a key explains the meaning of map symbols and colors and lines, so what do you guys think?
are.
Mm-hmm. Very good. That's what you can write on question 10.
What?
It explains where things are and the symbols. Sound it out. Yep. It explains where things are. You can write. It shows symbols. Shows links.
What was it again?
It explains where things are. Yep. The key helps you understand what the symbols, lines, and colors on a map means. All right, moving right along to question 11. How many lakes on the map are located within the state of Nevada? So the top map we're still looking at. How many lakes can we find? Go ahead and count them. How many? Using the key. To see where, using the key,
What are we looking
7, 8,
we're looking for
9,
lakes.
10, 11.
So just in the gold part, how many lakes do you see? Your options are 1, 3, 5, or 12. How many do we see?
3.
Raise your hand.
3.
Raise your hand.
Misty.
Go ahead. 3.
Wait,
I see 3 as well.
I see 500.
355.
Right in here, this gold part of the state of Nevada.
Oh, that
No,
Yes.
the golden part.
Yep.
This.
And you don't count the, let me see.
That one's kind of
Yep, you don't count the ones on the border. But that is good, yep. Okay, so go ahead and circle what letter? What letter is number 3? B. Question number 12 says,
Wait, is it B or D?
it's B. So this map at the bottom of the page shows a different kind of map. This doesn't mean, this doesn't have the names of cities or land features. Instead, it indicates Earth's climates. So why might people need to study the climate zone key?
Because if they want to go on the trip, they want to either pick somewhere warm or cold.
Good. Right on the money there. To better understand the natural landscape, weather, ecosystems, and environments of specific regions on Earth. So if you're going on vacation and you want to go somewhere warm, where would you go?
Traffic, temperature.
Tropical. Yep. Good. All right. So what does question 12 says? It says the map shows Earth's climate. Use the key to answer the question. Place an X on the polar climate. Well, how are we going to know what the polar climate is?
It's down.
What are we going to use?
The key.
The
We're going to use the key. Very good. So what does the key say? What is the green?
Tropical.
What is the orange?
Temperature.
What is? It's not temperature. Does anyone know what that says? It's not temperature. Very good. It's temperate. Yep. How about the purple? What is the purple? Well, so now what do we do? It says use it. Okay, so it says place an X on all the polar climates. So what are you going to put an X in? All of the purple areas. So go ahead and do that. Place an X on all the purple areas. Oh, yep, very good. We have an X on the purple, the polar regions. Good. All right, moving on to at the very bottom it says, what climate zones are found in Australia? It says circle all correct answers, meaning there's more than one. Go ahead. What do you think?
Tropical and temperate.
How did you find that out?
The key.
You used the key. Yep. Very good.
What is it?
It is B and D. Tropical and temperate. And once you have that,
Why is it always? Oh,
yes.
why
once you have filled that out, you can turn the page to 412. Maps can be as small as the screen on a smartphone or as big as a dining room table. Most maps have a scale. The scale relates the direction and the distance of the map to the distance on Earth. It says we need to read how it works. So looking at A, it says using the edge of a blank sheet of paper, copy the scale off of the map. So every map has what? It has a key and it has a scale. So what you would do is you would take a piece of paper and you would line it right up to that scale and you would just copy it on the piece of paper so that it can be now it's a mobile scale, right? It says on B, it says use the scale you copied to find the distance between Chicago and Detroit. Start by placing the scale between the two city dots on the map. The distance from Chicago to Detroit is 450 kilometers. C says if the distance on the map is longer than the actual scale, measure it in parts. So if it exceeds the scale, you have to keep on using that scale over and over until you get to the distance you need. And then you would add the distances all together when you would arrive at your destination. So how can we figure out what the ticks between the numbers are? So say on the scale, what numbers do we see on A? We see 0. What else do we see? 250 and so how would you figure out those little ticks?
They're on it.
How would you figure out what those ticks are? Go ahead.
Multiply with times one number, or refer it to a different multiplication fact, and count how many ticks there are. Add the 0 as a line, and then you add how many 5 numbers you add.
Good. Or skip counting. We can use skip counting. And that's what Brian was talking about. So this one is counting by 50s. So let's go to page 413. It says, for some printed maps, you can use a ruler as a scale. In the scale below, 1 centimeter on the map, 1 centimeter on the map is equal to 5. Thank you. On Earth. Multiply to find one of the distance in kilometers. So if 1 centimeter equals 5 kilometers, what would we have to do there? We'd go 1 times 5, right? And that gets 5. How about 2 times 5? What does that get? That gets a 10. And that's why there's a 10 in that box. What about 3 times 5? What is that?
15.
So you'd write 15 below the 3. And that's how you figure that out.
Just count by 5.
Good. Way to see that pattern. How about 5 times 4?
20.
Go ahead and write, fill it in there. 15, because 3 times 5 is 15. And fill in the rest here. So go ahead. Good. Go ahead and fill in the rest of the, what's 3 times 5? 3 times 5? 15. Okay. And just keep going. So 5 times 4 is, good. And fill in the rest. Good. How are we doing? Okay, so 3 times 5 would be
3 times 5.
good. 4 times 5? Good. What would you do for the next one? Good. Very good. Nice work. So 3 times 5 is what? Good. Write it in there. 4 Okay, on number 15, it says the map below shows the state of Montana. Who's been to Montana before? The map scale shows the scale difference on the map. Find the city's Big Timber and round up in the central southern part of the state. The distance from the city Big Timber to Roundup is about 120 kilometers. Try measuring it yourself. So you need pieces of paper for this because you're going to do what they're doing on page 412.
Pretty weekly.
You got to find it in the state of Montana. So what you're going to do, all eyes on me please, voices off, all eyes on me. I need eyes, I need eyes. You're going to take the white piece of paper and you're going to line it up to the scale. And you're going to copy that same scale on here. And what do you have? What did I call it before? A mobile
Scale.
A mobile scale. And you're going to measure it yourself. So go ahead and do that. I'm going to hand out a piece of paper. I think there's two. No?
Thank you.
One page. What page are we on? One.
I already got one.
What does Miss J do?
I'll show you. Pass that on in. Yep, you use the map on 413. So go ahead and copy that scale down, and you're gonna find what two cities are we looking at?
Oh, doing that?
Yep.
Just got it done.
What two cities are we looking at? What does it say? Big Timber and? Does everyone have a sheet of paper?
I need a new.
It is in the central part of the state. So what does central mean?
Center.
Center. Good.
What are we measuring it to?
Yeah, I don't know how to do this.
Okay,
Oh, found it.
We have to do
we're gonna So what's the first thing we do? Who can tell me? First thing we do,
Copy it off.
we're gonna copy the scale on this piece of paper just like they did on page 412. So on letter A, that box, that's what you're doing. You're just copying the scale on that piece of paper. And when you're done, raise it in the air. Oh, go ahead and write that on the piece of paper. Let me see it. Very good, just like this. Just like this.
How do you do that?
Do I have it?
Just like that, very good.
How do you do
So you
that?
have a mobile scale. Good.
Oh, I thought I wanted to do that.
Probably with a little piece of green on it.
Line it up.
Just copy it right down.
Oh.
All right, raise it up in the air when you're done.
I didn't get a piece of paper.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Thank you for raising it. Let's see.
Little piece of paper.
Yeah.
I'm not
Just put
done.
a mobile scale with a little piece of green.
All right, you're gonna put that scale on there.
Oh, that.
Yep, let's see it. You already checked yours? Oh, very good.
So now
We're gonna wait till everyone gets there. That might be a little
God,
bit
is it taking?
Oh my
I'll
gosh.
give you a different paper. That's okay.
This is
You have a good idea. Good. What does it say here? Big Timber and Yep. Yep, round up. So we were finding Big Timber. Alright, you put your scale up to put one end on Big Timber and the other end on round up.
I don't know, but I'm
Alright, go ahead and find
confused.
Big Timber. So the central is Big Timber and then find round up. Where's round up? Okay, so put your scale one end,
Where's Roundup?
on one side.
Yes, 80 kilometers.
86 kilometers.
Where's
I
Roundup?
got 80 right.
Me too.
Can't find Roundup.
It's just like that. You use 0 there, and then 80 there.
Wait, Rob?
Mrs. Jamie.
Yes.
Come
Yes.
on.
Wait, Rob, where
I'm stupid. Walk.
That's a little too big.
No, I forgot.
See how you put the 0 right there and 80 right there, and you fill in the rest of the numbers. Yes. Good. So do you measure it?
Big tip.
What did you get? How much was it? How many was it?
Is it good? Is it good?
100.
Is it
20
good?
kilometers. Let me see. Very good. Yep, go ahead and measure it. You're finding big timber and roundup. Good. So it is about 80.
Well, I forgot.
Oh, but it's 120 kilometers. I'll go to your desk and I'll find you.
I'm right here.
You so go 0 right there and 80 over there. So it can be both 80 miles and 120 kilometers, right? Good. Okay, did you measure it?
Do we write this on number 16?
I need my book. What does it say?
It says
Pick two cities on the map and measure their distances using the map scale.
Yeah, what did you find? What did you do?
So it says, yeah, so work with a partner to find 2 cities that are about 60 kilometers apart. So by your desk partner, you're going to find 2 cities that measure 60 kilometers apart.
When you find both the big timber and the other one, what do you do? I found both of them. Who's my neighbor? My neighbor's right here. But
You can use, yes. You put the scale.
I know what.
Scale and make the scale.
Yeah, that's what I did.
So right 0 there, 80 there, and then 60 in the middle.
I found one.
I work with, go ahead. I work with him.
That you work with him.
Or you can, you know what, how about let's just work, let's work by ourselves.
Yeah, that would work.
That will work. So find 2 cities that are how far apart?
80 or 20 kilometers or 120 kilometers.
It says, find 2 cities that are about 60 kilometers apart.
Oh, 60?
Yep, 60.
Found one.
I found 80.
And when you find 2 cities that are, the distance are, oh, thank you for fixing it, that are 60 kilometers apart, raise your hand. I want to check. Yep, raise your hand.
I think I did. I have it.
Let's see. What 2 cities measured to 60 kilometers apart? So yep, so line it up and just keep moving around until it, like you put at one point, and then what's it, these two match up. So older and yep. Yes. I need you and your desk, please.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
2 cities.
Joel, what do you need help with? Just English.
I'm really confused.
Close together. No, you know what? You're right. The moment it says yes. Good.
You want fruit? I'll buy 6
Yes.
here. I'll help you. No.
All right. Go ahead and record.
Two cities.
Thank you, Griffin. Yes. You recorded it?
Mrs. Jamie, I'm still confused.
Wait.
What do I do?
So this is your scale, right? So you're finding 2 cities, and you're finding the distance of them. And we specifically want 60. So that 40 is 60, okay? We just wrote down 40 instead, which is fine.
Let me guess this.
So you would put 0 on one point. So you put that on 0 on the city, and then you would just move the scale around to find. Or you, so if that doesn't work, signs in the notes. Okay, so keep that in.
Did I do 0 and 80?
Go ahead and write down what you found on
So excited to eat that. That's so much concentration.
you just write down what you found and then the difference. Let's see.
And both of you said hi, so I kind of stayed.
Yeah, I'm gonna go now. I only read 7.
Who's asking this?
Yeah.
Let's find her desk.
Why?
You think so? Thank you.
Oh, did you throw your piece of paper away?
Oh, you were partners.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to someone behind you.
Let's see what you
I'm
found.
not talking to you. I'm talking to her.
And that measures up to 60? Good job. All right, take a seat. All right, voices off, please. Voices off, please. Eyes on me.
I got you.
All right, go ahead and turn the page
I'll turn the page.
to page 414. We are going to be drawing. Who remembers what a floor plan looks like? Who remembers what a floor plan looks like?
Like it shows the floors and how, like where they want the stuff, where the kitchen, the rooms are.
Yes, and you're going to be doing that with this building. And now this is perfect because I might use one of your maps to find my way around the school because I don't know this building very well. So if everyone could look at my piece of paper, that is what a floor plan looks like.
Can I see?
Yes, and that's what you're going to be creating in that
My
box.
mom and dad are too.
Really? So you know as well.
My mom
Can I see
and
one?
my grandma's a designer.
Really? That's very cool.
Can I see it?
We're doing the school?
Yep, you're doing this building.
I have no idea. First floor or second floor? I think
Yeah, there's 2 floors.
I'll draw this class.
We'll just do the.
There's 3 floors.
How about let's do.
Well,
You
there's
three pick.
And then there's the floor down there.
There's 3
Then
floors.
This is my second week.
you can choose what floor you want to do.
Okay.
There's 3 floors in the school.
Fourth graders, I need your voices off. I need your voices off, and I need you to be sitting in your desk. It says, 17 says, draw a map of your school, including a map key including a map key that would help a map reader identify key features of the school, such as exits, water fountains, offices, and so on. So, like we said, there's different floors. You get to pick the floor you want to make, okay?
Can I make all of that?
What's that?
Can I make all of
Sure you can.
If you made all of them, basically, you would have to have 4 levels because the upper level is the pre-K room all the way over to Mrs. Teachout's room. Okay, including the office, Mr. Stockman's and Mary
I'm
Lynn.
just doing one thing.
And then if you did the basement floor,
Can I see again?
you need
Can I make one?
Mrs. H's room, the library, the multi-purpose room, the bathrooms, and then all the way down to Mr. Mertens's room.
Oh gosh, I can't think of it. This is hard if you don't go buy the stuff.
And then the other floor is upstairs where 5th and 6th grade are.
Oh yeah, I don't know that floor.
You go up and there's a door and that's
If you wanted to, your house would be That's how you guys
we can do our house.
Good. So go ahead and get started. You're gonna do the. They don't know this building that well, okay? You're gonna do
Those
this building.
newbie boys, this is a floor too. Our whole area is a floor. So if you do our room with the animal room and your lockers, that is considered one floor too.
I think they're they're gonna do their house.
Their house, okay.
Yep, I think we agreed on that.
Like,
That's
why
okay,
my
right?
house?
That's fine.
Okay.
Oh,
So go ahead and get to work.
Easy for 'em 'cause
If
they
you
would
have a
lot.
question, please raise your hand and I will come and find you.
I don't need one.
Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead and scoot in.
What do we draw?
It's gonna be hard.
We're drawing the floor plan of the school.
Oh, I need to open
So you have to label names.
I'm doing
It's
this
the
one.
easiest.
Yep, but you're doing the school building. This isn't the school building.
Oh.
Yep.
Can we make
So you have to visualize.
Wait, so we have to do like 3
I would do just
Right,
one.
we can do our houses.
Unless you wanna do all 3 levels, then I would do
Did you?
just one.
So yeah, if you get done with the school, you sure can go to your house.
We do have this.
Yes.
Very good. Very good. Can I use that as an example? Very good. This is kind of what you should be getting.
Oh, that's what I did.
Good. I'm glad. Oh, that's good job. So some of you have the idea. That's great.
an idea.
Okay. So it looks something like that. Great work.
Wow.
And then label the building, so that if I needed to know where the bathroom was, I will know.
That's all done over there.
We'll have to check. Okay, lunch is done.
Okay.
You probably have to.
Bathrooms, the exits, the classrooms. So you gotta think of what it looks like in your head first.
How do you
Think
block
of what it looks like in your head. Very good. Yes.
How do you block there?
What's up?
How do you block there?
Oh, draw stairs?
Yeah.
Well, you know,
Just make a line down.
I'm thinking we're looking at it as if you were in a helicopter. Okay? So that's the view you're drawing.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe I should have said that right away. Good.
So your stairs would just be a rectangle with lines like that. See? Did that go to stairs?
Oh, easy.
Basements up.
I know you
Start.
How we go over here?
See what you have so far.
My second basement.
What about classrooms? Are there any other classrooms? Or just the only classroom?
Yeah, the second one's done now.
You're done. Is that great?
I just finished.
No, let's see it.
My
Very, very good.
Like you
Okay. Does anyone need an example?
What? The one that no one goes in.
Does anyone need another example?
Now we can go in it.
Okay, we'll come around.
Right now it's not.
When you're done, raise your hand.
Yeah, now I'm probably not gonna be done for a long time. Honestly, I stand them, but I don't have anything to label because I'm not really care. Are we done? These are just
Oh, I like these.
this kind of looks like a school.
on yours. So you guys were almost done. So if I told you were done,
Bring it back up.
bring it back up because you gotta put a key on, which you just list on
Oh.
your road.
Well, my key's gonna say
Nice,
stairs.
reminding me.
That's it.
Thank you for your help. Go
Really?
ahead and put your book away and start reading.
Should I throw this away?
Is it?
Hey, I got mine.
Maybe you can maybe you can move by this. If it's keep writing until you're.
Okay, here's my key. Stairs.
Take out your. So what would you instead of this?
The key is stairs.
Maybe you would put like this classroom.
Oh my Oh, and I gotta make it.
Wow.
And then this is front window.
Okay.
And then I have to make the best of my house.
Okay.
And then here is library.
Good.
And then here are the bathrooms. The boys and girls. And then here is the my gym.
Do you want to go ahead and label those things?
Yeah, it helps it.
Yes. Okay. When you start, I'm gonna help some other people. I'll come back and I'll. Good. I will be right there. So you go ahead and get started first. Okay? What do you think? Sound it out.
And here's my
Look.
your petting zoo.
Thanks.
Look at my petting zoo.
Yes. Let's see it.
Ready for the shower.
Yep. Go ahead and throw that sheet of paper away when you're done.
Yeah, your little Reese's scale that has pizza smudges on it.
That's good.
Same, my whole book has pizza smudges on it.
Cool.
I knew that would happen.
And pizza grease.
My science is filled.
Mine isn't full, now you can got.
This is that.
Do you think that's like mine's book's full of pictures and words. Okay, now let's see about a key. Okay, mine's a little more yeah, I forgot what a key is already. What's a key again?
The thing that shows you like stuff where it is.
Iced tea. Key.
Well, I think there was a room.
Now we gotta.
What does the first one say? Yes.
Do you remember? What does the key look like?
Got it. How much I wrote there?
So just
Isn't this a good one? Do you think this will pass?
okay. And this right.
It will never pass.
Cafeteria.
What kind of colors?
How are we doing here? Where's your key?
Yes!
Yes.
No more pizza.
What?
Now we get to see what I want to know what the new one is.
Yep, I'm going up.
Cotton candy. The thing is, I'm gonna read it until I die. You're gonna give us
Hey, this conscious is gonna be able to fly in the garbage. What do you think?
I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be
Okay, how about-
No, I don't.
Nice
I think it's gonna be
Gonna sell your poster clap.
Yours burgers. Has it ever been like? Has it ever been? It's been candy. It's been popcorn, and it's been pizza. It's only actually.
I only missed 2 months.
Okay, sounds good.
We got candy the first time. No, first month. No, the first month there was a puzzle.
Okay, the fastest time is gonna be the littlest number, because, you know, when I remember,
If you're done, go ahead and raise your hand.
okay?
Did I take yours? Good. Thank you for reading so quietly. Very good.
I have stairs for more, and I have to make more.
Yeah, go ahead and make more. There's time to do that.
The teacher told me that you.
I'll be to you next, okay?
No, I could do this.
Oh, wow. Very nice. Very nice.
And then,
Oh,
yeah, right.
ahead and pull out a. Right, yes. Oh, I have to go with you.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
What's our new date?
Whoa.
Molly, what happened?
Jeez.
That scared me.
There's pieces all the way over here.
Good.
No, there's none.
Look it, right here.
Yeah, there's one under your desk here.
Okay.
Griffin, look at it.
Beavers on
Griffin,
it.
look at it.
I probably did.
Why?
I scared the That's scared the
Hold on, one second.
I'm looking
Fourth graders. Fourth graders. I can't even hear Ava right now. I need your voices off. I either need you to be working in your textbook or reading. Go ahead.
Just making my couch chair. It turns my couch into a chair.
Very good. Awesome. Great work. Great. Go ahead and put this away and pull out a book to read. Quietly.
Oh yeah, I have a tree.
Oh, should we stop? How's it going over here? How are you today? Okay. Wonderful.
You were just working.
You did? I bet it's really modern.
You haven't finished. Dude, we started that like last year. Like
It
I
takes
was
a
in
long
his class last year, and it was like the beginning, and he said that he just
It
started.
takes a long time to do that, doesn't it?
That hit the year.
Where is your desk? Okay, go ahead and find it. We remodeled our house almost years ago.
You're always
Go ahead and find it. Grade.
I'm not calling you book trouble.
You seem to really know what's going on. Cool. Good for you.
Again,
Ava, you're supposed to be at your desk reading.
Me and Bethany are finishing math because we didn't get to finish.
You can go ahead and put your.
How you gonna help me find a book?
Are you done? Did you show me?
Yeah.
You did?
Joy, you have to color it too.
You don't necessarily have to color, not you.
I colored I'm not lying, but yeah, you don't sign.
Good. Alright, go ahead and put
Should I
this
do
away.
Well, I'm gonna actually get two books.
Yeah, will you ask the water for me? Thank you for doing what I'm supposed to do.
If I don't know that.
Who is still working? Raise your hand. You don't have to cover them. You just went above and beyond. Okay, we're still working here. Okay, good. Please work. You want to put that away in the pocket? We're all done here. Okay, we're gonna wrap up this lesson. So what did we learn today? We learned two different things about maps.
maps and the keys.
Maps and keys and map scales.
Yes.
And like northwest, northeast.
Yes, on a compass, yep. Yep, very good. Thank you for listening and thank you for being good listeners.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
You're welcome. I'm gonna give you a bad boy tomorrow.